I mean, you could take a tong and go and then season it afterwards. You get the little smoky, so we're going to back off the heat a little bit. But we want it really high so that it really sears that thing. You don't have to cook it very long.
Which oil?
It's canola. It takes the heat and it doesn't burn the product. So, and you could put other seasonings besides what I just put on there. You could put, I use a 7 spice powder, which Mark can attest to, on my pompano, because I do it in a Japanese preparation, and it has a couple of things like seaweeds and orange peel and sesame seeds and things like that. So, just to give you an example, the skin I want really crispy on this guy. So here we go. And always low and away from yourself. So it's low into the pan, yourself. There'll be no splashing. Don't want splashing. I think I like that temperature. Maybe 1 increment higher. This is a very controlled cooking device. It's called an induction burner, and it's pretty precise. So it's very forgiving versus gas. If you're not monitoring a gas cooker, you're going to be in trouble if you decide to go answer the phone.
Where does the potato flour come in?
Potato flour, where it comes from?
No, where does it come in?
It's going to go on the halibut because it's dry, and I want to put a crispness on it without making it full of gluten. You can use rice flour too, so if you can't find potato flour, alright. If you don't care about gluten, use flour. I like to shake it so that if it's moving, that means it's going to be all happy with you. So I'm going to go ahead and put this halibut skin side down, potato flour side down. There's also this thing called the presentation side of a fish. So when you have a whole fish and you cut it and you get the fillet and you take the skin off, whatever you're doing to it, the skin side is not the presentation side. It's the bone side that is the presentation side. So I just put that halibut flour on the presentation side. So when I serve it to you on the plate, you don't really care what it looks like underneath. Gotta make it look nice too, I guess. Anyway. So, I'm going to turn it up a little more. It's not really bugging out, so you don't have to worry. Okay. Because I'm going to use a spatula now to get rid of my gloves. Gloves are off. All bets are off. All bets are off. I like that. So, I got my little spatula. I finished my oil, I did my little flour, this is my seasoning. I'm going to go ahead and come up with some, get rid of that. And they're both moving. Whenever you grill something and you can put something in a hot oil or something like that, if it's not going to move easily, it's not ready to be moved. It's like one of those things where it says, I'm ready because I released myself from the cocoon, meaning the pan or the grill or whatever. But you must put oil on a grill or on a pan or else it don't stick. I don't care what kind of, well, maybe not whatever. But this is the first also non-stick surface with a cast iron. There are chefs from ancient times that would only use different cast iron pans for only one thing. This is my fish pan. This is my omelet pan. This is my chicken pan. This is blah, blah, blah. Right now, this is my fish pan. I love this pan for my fish. So, it's being happy. You can hear it. It's called sound division or something like that. Okay, we're going to put in plate of fish to taste. If you don't want lemon or butter, you're not stuck. I'm a component chef, so I do it in increments so that it's kind of a deconstruction of cooking, so that if someone doesn't want a certain element in their dish, they're not stuck with it. Certain dishes you can't really...
How long do you cook it?
You've got to trust yourself. So you need to finger, or your glove if you have to have a glove. And I'm looking. I just snuck a peek because it's forgiving. It's saying, oh, you can look at me. But I'm not golden brown enough, so I'm going to let you go. But
when do you know to turn it?
You got to trust yourself.
No, when do you know to turn it?
When you see that it's the brownness or the crispness that you like of it, you feel it's done. But I've protected the flesh of this fish by not flipping it. I'm letting it do its thing. I'm letting the brownness happen on that potato flour fish. It's not brown enough yet. I'm letting the skin crispen up on that salmon.
It takes about 7 minutes.
She's timing it. I can't
I'm
time
not
it.
timing it. I'm just telling people who don't know how to cook how to do it.
Well, that's why I have her. How lucky I am. You can also use the zest. You want to get that extra flavor. There's more flavor in the zest of a lemon than there is. The juice will turn it, will actually cook it if you were eating it raw. But the zest will just add so much flavor. So I'm going to go zest a little bit of this. It's called a microplane. You use anything you want. I use this because it's really fine. And it doesn't get into the pit. There's this white pit in a citrus that is bitter. You kind of want to avoid that. So I'm just going to take this one and go ahead and zest it. And I'll use that as a garnish or as a sprinkling seasoning. I'll treat it like it were a seasoning. Another thing about a lemon, a microwave is good for a lemon. You know why? Because if you put it in your microwave for 30 seconds, you'll get more juice out of this lemon than you would otherwise. Just saying. A little trick I learned. Okay, I think we might be ready to flip this. I'm liking that. So, you really don't like to overcook fish. The residual heat, turning it off. If this pan retains so much heat, you'll be like crazy happy and shocked. Got a nice brownness. Could have been browner, but it's a thin fillet, so you have to look at that part of it too. If it's a really thick one, I would really have to put this in the oven. So what I'm going to do instead is I turned it off and I'm going to cover it like if that were the oven. And in less than 5 minutes, we're going to be able to eat this fish.
So wait a second. If you have an oven, when do you put it in the oven? When do you put it in the oven?
Once you got the side that you were just cooking the way you like it.
Okay,
I
so
don't
that
flip
means that they
mine.
have to use a pan that is good for ovens. Yeah, it has to have a handle that's heat resistant.
Most pans are, so we
Well,
won't
not
go there.
all of them are.
I'm just saying, so what we're going to do is allow me to do this and tell you that I'm pretending this is my oven because it's a really pretty thin fillet. It's really thick. You know, you really want to leave
Would
it
you
in
advise people cooking at home to put it in the oven or cover it?
oven. Unless you're busy and you don't want to babysit this piece of fish, then just turn it off and put a lid on it and walk away and come back and say, "Finish, Ray!" Huh. Go ahead.
Chef, that's the microplane on the fish. The oils release into the oil that you're actually releasing into the pan. Is that
And I'm not
correct?
going to put it in the pan. What I'm saying is that the lemon zest is full of oil. An orange zest is full of oil. A lime zest, a grapefruit zest. Any citrus zest is full of oil. There's more flavor. You will get a more pungent flavor from the oil zest of a citrus than you will from the juice. Like in Latin America, they don't tend to use the zest so much, which they should, because I do. But they will take the juice and squeeze it over shrimps and nice fresh seafood like fish and make a ceviche. And this actually, because of the citric acid that's in the juice, will actually cook the protein. So you'll see it turn opaque in front of your eyes as you're squeezing lemon juice over a raw piece of cervina in Peru that they've chopped up into little cubes, or a poke in Hawaii that they just chopped up into little cubes that they're going to serve to you raw. So that's why that is. This is clarified butter. It's been removed of its fat and its milk solids, and it's good at room temperature. I'm going to melt this a little bit more because I want to drizzle it over
Tell
the
them
fish.
how they made it.
I made it by taking whole butter and putting it into a pan and letting it melt, let's say, until you'll see milk solids at the bottom and you'll see the fat rise to the top. You can scoop off the fat and use it or not, and then the milk solids you leave behind as you're pouring off the liquid gold, I'll call it, as butter. And this product is called ghee if you're from India, and it's called clarified butter if you're from Europe, or you speak English. So I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit more liquid so it's a little more flowing when I drizzle it over the fish. Voila. Fish. That's probably been 3 to 5 minutes, wouldn't you say? So
I did put it in the oven. What was it?
So, as a basic rule, 350 is a comfortable, safe place to have an oven. And that amount of fish would be like 5 to 7 minutes, depending on... I have a friend who likes hers rare on her salmon. Halibut, it can be served that way as well, but most people don't really want it that way. So, I'm going to start with the milder fish, which is the halibut, the white fish, whereas the salmon is a lot more pungent because there's a lot more oils in salmon. There's really not a lot of oil. Oh, another thing you can do, which I'm going to do for you, is to paper towel the fish to get the oil off. Because I want to taste the butter. I don't really want to taste the oil. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on a paper towel. And because I'm sort of taking some of the seasonings off, even though some of it has embedded itself into the fish, we're going to finish it with this sea salt called fleur de sel, the flower of the sea from France. And it's really kind of granular, so you want to crush it in your fingertips. So you grab a pick and you crush it as your final seasoning.
What if you don't have fleur de sel?
You don't have to. You can use kosher salt. I'm from New York. We can use kosher salt. Anyway, it's got texture like that. Or you could just get a grinder like this and put some more sea salt in it. So there are no rules. I'm just trying to tell you guys, I'm just showing you some stuff, but you know, you got to follow your heart. You got to look at the products you have, and you have to decide, how can I make this work? So here we go. We got this beautiful halibut that I've taken all that oil off, unnecessary oil. And I'm going to go ahead and season it and let you taste it. I'm going to take 1 pinch for that amount of fish, the fleur de sel. I'm going to put some white pepper on it, just a little bit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Got to make the noise. And then a little bit of zest of that lemon. And I'm going to take some of the juice also. I like putting the juice or the lemon on before the butter because I want that juice to get into that fish. The butter will stifle it. It's kind of going to sit on top and say, I'm your sauce. This is your seasoning. Did I do that? Yes,
Nobody saw it. Nobody saw
Oh, yeah, they saw it, dude. I saw it too. Anyway, a chizzle of butter. Okay, napkins for my guests, please.
He already did it.
Napkins, forks down, chef.
He already did it.
Okay. Forks, you have
He
already.
already took care of it.
Cool. You think you'll like this, maybe? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out right now. Come here, please. For the ladies, please. For the gentlemen, please. So I'm going to go ahead and prepare the salmon the same way while you're working on that. And you can take the plates that are on their table and bring them to me, and I'll use those for this presentation.
Doing the lemon and salt too.
So I'm going to do the same thing, guys. I'm going to put that nice little beautiful salt. Tell me if you like it so far, because if you don't, I'll stop.
Surrender. Surrender to the flavor.
Stop, don't do it anymore.
As soon as I'm done.
As soon as I'm done, you'll be ready. Okay, I like the sound of that. So a little of that juice that I was telling you about. The thing also about fish like this, of salmon especially, which is one of my favorites because it's the most diverse fish that I've ever worked with. I've made salmon 5 ways on one plate. 5 different preparations as an appetizer to share. So I'll tell you about that in a minute. But what I'm going to say about this fish is that you can serve it raw, which some people like in sushi and different things. But what they don't realize is that a raw fish preparation, that fish has actually been frozen before they serve it to you raw. Why? Because it kills any possible bacteria. Cooking it would also kill any possible bacteria. And the thing about a piece of fish like this, if I were to take a salmon that I just cut open and I made a portion and I wrapped it after washing it and drying it in cellophane and I stuck it in my freezer for 35 to 45 minutes, the temperature of that fish will have come so low that it would kill the bacteria. And also it allows me to cut it easier because it's more solid. It's not frozen like a rock, but it's solid enough to where if I go start chopping it, it's going to make my life easier. So I can make a tartare, I can make a sashimi, I can make a sushi, whatever I want to do with that. But that's what Japanese chefs do because they don't want to risk giving you bacteria. And people don't always